Monique is joyful. Monique is joyful. Welcome to Monique is joyful. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Hi guys, welcome back to Monique is Joyful. It's so good to see you guys again. Welcome my joyful one, joyful family. Today, I just wanted to talk to you guys and tell you happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I know I have not been recording for a few weeks, so I wanted to post up something before this month was over and just talk about the holidays. And also, I wanted to do something festive. Look, I have a little table tree and I have my little decorations. So I'm going to decorate the tree while we talk, or while I talk to you guys today. I hope you're having a great day. Today is exactly 1 week before Christmas. And since I'm new to YouTubing, I'm like, well, I don't think I'm doing a vlogmas this year, but I still wanted to record something for the holidays. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna just start by, recording my little decorating my table tree, my desk tree. Okay. You know what? Let me sit this on the top of the here. That's still not tall enough. Okay, let's put it up here. I'm trying to make it high enough for you guys to see what I'm doing. Okay, well, maybe I'll just start at the top. But I hope that you are doing well. And what I want to talk about today is just being grateful, and being thankful in the good parts of 2020 that happened this year. I know that there has been a lot of, sad parts of 2020 between just everything that's happened with the different social injustice and with COVID, and so many people will be missing family members because due to COVID, having lost lives due to COVID. And I just wanted to say my deepest condolences to the families that have lost, or families or friends that were lost this year due to COVID. And I also, let me see, I had to type up something because I just wanted to say what I needed to say. I wanted to talk about what I'm thankful for and the positive points of this year. So, because even with anything that's negative that's happening, there's still good things in the world to be thankful for, And, well, let's see. The things that I am some of the things that I am grateful for that happened during the year of 2020 is just knowing that God is always still in control, regardless of how people are full of hate still in this day and age. But I know, even with jobs coming and going, and I know it's people that are not working right now due to COVID. And, just knowing that God is still and always will be in control of everything. That brings me so much peace, and I hope that if you're not encouraged right now, that you know that, God is always in control of all situations, and that just like a door may close and doors get closed and locked, God can open up and rebuild any door, make new doors all the time, because God is in the business of making miracles all the time. And I also want to thank Him for His love, His grace, and His forgiveness, which allows me to learn how to be more forgiving myself, because I do have the tendency when somebody does something that, I feel like is cold, or that's wrong to me, even though I'm not perfect either. It's hard, I try to be a forgiving person, but I'm a human, and I'm not gonna act like stuff doesn't bother me, especially if I, you know, had when I actually had hope for a situation or for someone, or I just didn't expect for them to be or to do what they did or say what they said or whatever it is that bothered me. But I thank him for his forgiveness, and so I try to forgive people too, because I made plenty of mistakes in my lifetime, and I'm gonna make some more, I'm sure. But I thank God for his love, his grace, his forgiveness. I thank him for the highs and the lows of my life that he has carried me through all the time. I thank him, and I thank him for Jesus, who died, who he brought here, who sacrificed his life for our sins, and making it possible that we can make mistakes in our lifetime and come to God with a sincere heart and trying to change and still be forgiven. And that's who I thank God for forgiveness all the time. I wanted to also say I'm reading from what I had wrote down, because sometimes I get on here and it's like, well, what exactly do I want to say? Like, sometimes I just need to see what I want to say so I could get more straight to the point. And let me get at this decorating. I had to use some what you call that? I used some floss with these little dollar decorations that I brought to put on my tree. Let me get busy, because I'm just shooting. Okay, I'm just put them up here. I'm gonna start at the top, guys, so that you can see what I'm doing, and then I'll show you the whole tree when I'm done. Okay, I know it's only a week before Christmas. My regular tree is up though. That's been up for a second. I just wanted to do something Christmassy for YouTube, for the tube, for my joyous family, for my joyful family. I know the holidays can be tough when you've lost someone that's close to you, and all of a sudden you're used to seeing them on the holidays, but you can't physically see them anymore. Just know that you're still not alone, and to keep living, because I'm so sure that the person or the people that you are missing will want you to still do your best to enjoy the moments that you still have, and to love on the people that are still here and around you, that you're fortunate enough to be here to see, And let me see. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my life, my family, my friends. I'm thankful that in this year, because everything was closed and a lot of things were closed for a while, being able to actually get closer through technology to family that's further away, and with all these different apps. And for people who have iPhones, you got your FaceTime, but then they have so many other apps now that do the same thing, whether you have a iPhone or an Android. I'm an Android girl myself, because I've had an iPhone, but it's just not my thing like that. No shade to iPhones, but I've always just been an Android girl myself. Like, I'm team Android. I'm sorry, I just am. Let's see. So you see my little decoration so far. Look, next year it'll be up earlier, before the week before Christmas, to the date. This might not get posted till tomorrow, but the day that I'm recording is Friday. I think it's the 18th. Yes, December 18th. And I'm trying to throw some color on my little tree. It looks like, and let's see, what else? Being able to reflect more on the things that matter and are irreplaceable, like my life, having my health, having my mind, being able to say what I want to say, and to physically be able to think and walk and talk for myself. It's like, I think that when you are healthy and able to do things, a lot of times you don't think about how many blessings you have just in things that you're able to do physically, that is somebody in the world that cannot do those things. I always think, like, no matter how bad you think things get, it can always get worse. You know what I mean? So just be thankful for every little part of being able to be alive, being able to breathe for yourself, because it's somebody that's on a breathing machine right now, be it COVID or having other breathing problems, and health issues. And I see people, when I see a person who is not in the best health, but they're still walking around smiling and still, trying to spread joy and cheer, it's like, I don't have anything to be, to be ungrateful for, or to complain about, basically. I don't have nothing to complain about, because God has been so awesome all the time. Even in my worst moments, I realized God was still there. And I'm so thankful for that. I thank my parents for introducing me to prayer, you know what I mean? And talking about God. Like, we didn't always go to church, and when I was little, but we went to church sometimes. But, they prayed every day, and I heard prayer through them, and I thank them for that. And then as an adult, or as you get older, you have to have your own relationship with God for yourself, personally. And me, one of my things that I did do more of this year, I read more of my Bible than I have read in a while this year, and I'm gonna continue that. I want to continue and continue and continue, because every time I think about how great God is, I'm just like, I want to give him the glory. Sometimes I sit there and I think about all of the trials and tribulations and everything that could have went a total different way that didn't, and all the things that he saved me from in my life. He saved me from domestic abuse. He saved me from a broken heart. I mean, like, he healed my heart. He saved me from self-doubt, and he gave me love. He showed me how to love myself. He showed me how to, in learning how to love him, showed me how to love me, showed me how to love others. He blessed me with my own family I always wanted. He's just so faithful, and I'm not a person that knows the Bible well enough to be quoting verses and things like that, but I know that he's real in my heart, and I just want to tell anybody that is feeling like, I was talking to someone I'm very close to yesterday, and that person was telling me, like, how they feel that they are so not where they want to be. But I told them, if you ask God to show you, his will for you, and you do more and do what you can do the best that you can for God, and everything else will work out. And that's the truth, because, like, with everything bad that's happened to me, like, you wouldn't know that, because it's God who saved me, and I know that it's God who saved my whole life. I could be in any type of situation right now. I could be in some terrible situations right now, and it's God who keeps keeping me. And I just keep on talking about God, guys, right now, because I just know where I've been and where I came from, and where I am is by his grace, and who kept me even when I was a kid. Like, it's children who are, and people who are dealing with all kind of things, anxiety, depression, worried about everything. But guys, just go to him. Go to him, and he will give you exactly what you need. And it might not happen when you want. It might not happen like you want it to. But God is always an on-time God. That's something I can guarantee. He is always on time. Because there's been times when I've been in between jobs and stuff, and I'm like, God, you know what I mean? I remember writing in one of my I have a little journal, but I don't even write in it every day. But I just look back at it during one of my roughest times when it came to working and jobs and stuff. And I look back at it, and I was like, Lord, please just help me, God. Please help me, because I feel like I've done all that I can do myself. You know what I mean? And I've been dependent on you. And I just hope that you hurry. I need you to hurry up, Lord. I was asking him straight up, could he make a way? Because I just was feeling like I needed a job at that time so bad, And I know that, I've never been without by God's grace. He always took care of me, and I've never been without anything I ever really needed. And I know that's by God's grace. But, but God always shows up. When he shows up, he shows out. You just have to remember who you rely on, not these politicians. Not anybody that's walking on this earth. Just like, I understand it's important to vote and everything. And I did vote. And I think it's important to vote. But at the end of the day, who I serve and who has always come through for me all the time is God. Even when it seemed like things was moving super slow, and sometimes it's going to feel like that, you just keep the faith. And just know that anybody that is grieving for somebody that they lost this year, just know that, eventually with time, God will heal your heart, where you're going to always miss whoever you love that you lost. That's not going to go away, but you're going to realize one day that, if sooner, I pray for you sooner than later, that, God is still in control. He's always in control, and that he is never going to forsake you when he don't forsake us when we do forsake him. So, all we got to do is have a little bit of faith. All it takes, like they said in the Bible, and don't get me to quoting stuff out the Bible, but I know that if you have the faith of a mustard seed, then that's all he needs to work with you. So I'm just telling you now that the reason for the season is Jesus, right? And in the midst of all your storms, just know that God is real and he won't leave you, even though things might not be moving the way you want it to, and things happen that you don't expect in life. Life is hard, and you have all kinds of tests, but with those tests, hopefully you get your testimony, because I'm going to tell you, through all of my tests came my testimony. I dropped my bulb. I'm sorry, I had my wig all in the screen and stuff, and yeah, I like my little curly wig. It's warm. I tried to pin it up at the top, and see, this is what happens when you just, are online, and this is getting recorded, all of it, everything, whatever happens, this is how it's going to go. So, okay, I got this part so far. I know it look a little naked, okay, I only got so many more bulbs to work with, so we just gonna do the best. I'm just gonna do the best I can right here, what I have. I'm trying to spread this out, but I guess I need to get some more bulbs. It's so late now that I'm just like, it's not late in the day, but it's just late to just be still trying to decorate a tree. But this is my table tree. My other tree has been up, so let's see. We're gonna keep going. And what else do I want? I wanted to also say, don't take people for granted. Don't take your time or people for granted, because like, you never know. You just never know. And honestly, I think that this year has taught a lot of people, if you didn't already know, like, some people have never had to deal with death until it hits them in a close way. But I guess I've seen death early on in my life. So it's like, between my grandparents on my dad's side, they died when I was younger, and then I think that was the first people that were in my family that were like my grandparents, my first set of grandparents who passed away. With my grandmother, on my dad's side, she passed away when I think I was about 9 or 10. So that was like my first person that was close to like my parents, and everything who had passed away and seeing how that is. And but as far as I grew, I had one of my closest friends, her son, and actually not even just him. Um, I had my um one of my cousins, one of my uncle's children, passed away because she was born ill, and she passed away when she was very young, you know, like a little baby still, like 4 years old in surgery. So, and I think that happened when I was about, I think it was in the 7th grade or 6th grade. I was young, and I still remember that. And when I saw that a child passed away, for me, that's like one of the saddest deaths, because when you think of a child, when you're a child, especially when you're a child and haven't lived but so long yourself, you think that because you're young that you're invincible. And so when you realize that somebody that's way younger than you can be gone out of here, it just, for me, made me value life earlier in life, because I realized how fragile it is, and that I'm fortunate to have my health and to have, all of those things. Like, I don't take it on nothing for granted when it comes to things like that, because I seen how it can end early on, but in seeing that, and then I had one of my best friend, close friend at the time, her little boy passed. But anyway, I can go on and on, and it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, when it's very heartbreaking and it's sad, and I felt like really sad for her, and I tried to be there for her, but it made me also draw closer to knowing God, for myself. And I try not to judge other people, because I don't want to, I can't judge anybody else. Everybody have their opinions, but it's not my place to judge anybody. All I can do is be there for you, and if I say I care about you, just be there for you the best that I can and pray for you. Just like I hope that you'll pray for me, because I think that we all need Jesus and we need God. And I just hope that the time that you have with someone, don't take it for granted. And if you are taking it for granted, please stop. That's all I can say, is please don't take it for granted, because nobody is guaranteed another breath, let alone another year, So if you are fortunate enough to have somebody in your life for years on top of years, be thankful for the time that God let you borrow them, because nobody is here for us to keep. So just please love on each other this holiday season, and don't sweat the small stuff. And if you love people, let them know, and show them, because like, if your words don't match your actions, then you might as well keep your words if the actions don't add up to the words. So and that's another thing I wanted to say is, I wanted to send a shout out to all the people that I missed because they passed away, and some of them passed away a year or 2, 3 years ago, like my grandparents, Curtis Carlisle and Ozella Carlisle. I miss them dearly, because I saw them so much in those. It's like the older people that I was closer to. I don't have any grandparents that's living anymore. So when I think about them, sometimes I feel joy, sometimes I feel sad, and it's just, you know, it's a day-to-day thing. But I know that I believe in my heart that they're both in heaven. And I know my grandmother, she was one of the sweetest, kindest people that I ever have met, and I'll probably ever meet. And so I'm so thankful that God let me have her as my grandmother. And for anybody that is in mourning right now, just know that it will get better with time. And just hold on to your memories of that person, and it's been a lot of people in general this year, way more people, because my grandmother passed last year, so she didn't have to be around through COVID and stuff. And when I talked to my mother about her, it's like she's like, well, I'm happy that my mom didn't have to go through that, and I didn't have to worry about her during that time. And I understand that, and I just thank God for all the years that I had my grandmother with us, that she was with me in my life. And I'm so thankful for her and my grandfather. I miss him. One of my memories of him is sitting on the porch. My grandfather smoked, I don't know, probably since most of his life. So, like, when I go over there, like, their house is going up, it's for sale now. So I can't even go visit over there. But it wasn't the same anyway, without them, it wasn't the same. But I hope that I'm not bringing anybody down. I'm just trying to be real here about how I feel and who I miss. And well, I'm gonna always miss. I'm gonna miss him until I see him again, and I pray to see him again one day. No time soon, Lord. I want to stay here and see my family that's here too. But I miss them very much. I mean, like, I don't have another grandmother that I will be able to see on earth. I don't have another grandfather, because both of my sets of grandparents are no longer here. But I'm so thankful for the time that I got to see them for so long. They got to see my kids. That's a blessing. They know that my oldest, my oldest and both of his grandparents that's up here, they were close, and I know he misses them dearly too. On my mom's side, I'm just thankful for the love that I was taught from seeing my grandparents, as far as in them individually, and also, let me see who else that I want to mention. My father-in-law, he's been gone for like about 3 years, I believe, because I think he passed the same year as my grandfather. I think my grandfather passed, then he passed the same year, and so it's been 3 years already, and I miss him. I miss his feistiness. I miss when I first spoke to him, it was over the phone, and he had such a young voice. I thought he was younger, like he was an older man, but he was so vibrant when he was able to get around, and I'll never forget him. I'll miss him. And I just wanted, in my brother-in-law, who was growing into who became my brother in such a short time. And I love them, and I miss them. I miss my auntie Nita. I mean, actually, let me see this pendant right here, this little one. She gave me when she was on her hospital bed, and I wore it most of the time, and I used to wear it on a bracelet, but now I'm wearing it on my neck again. I was wearing it on my neck at first, but anyway, I miss her dearly. I got my desire for, I used to see her in all her jewelry and her makeup, and always smelling so good. I miss her so much. Just, know that for everybody that is missing someone, and where the holidays is harder for you now, because you missing that person even more when it's time for the holidays, when you normally would go see that person, or that person was at home with you. Just know that you'll never forget that person. Just keep them close to your heart, keep their memory close, and just lean on God, and he will get you through. And I wanted to say, I'll pray for your peace, and just hold on to your memories of that person. And I'm trying to see what else, guys. It's like so much I wanted to say. Well, wow. I thought I might talk for about 10 minutes, and it's amazing how when I get on YouTube and get to talking, 30 minutes will pass in no time. That's how it is. That is how it is. But today, I hope that if you don't take nothing else with you that I said, I hope that you take that to enjoy your family, appreciate your time that God gives you with that person, and make the most of it. And don't waste it in stupidity, because you can't get back that time arguing over stuff that don't matter at the end of the day. Look at my little empty tree, guys. Look, and this all the bulbs I have. So that's all right. I tried. I got, hold on, I have 2 more bulbs. I'm gonna throw them up here. As you can tell, I'm not gonna win a award for decorating this little tiny thing without enough bulbs. But I tried though. That's the main thing. I wish I would have bought another pack. But look, I'm just show you the good side. um, and I also wanted to tell you, God bless you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I think it's still Hanukkah going right now. So happy Hanukkah to all the people who celebrate Hanukkah. And Merry Christmas to the people. I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to me. What else? And I want to say, I want to send you love and tell you to have a safe and Merry Christmas, because I probably won't be recording and posting again until after Christmas, because I'm just enjoying the moment. And I thought about singing the Christmas song but I don't know what I want to sing, and I honestly don't know all the Christmas songs all the way through. So for you guys, just because I want to send some Christmas cheer with all of the things that I was talking about just now, I could sing a little bit of one of my favorite Christmas songs. And you know, I need a mic. I don't have a mic, but you know me, I'm gonna bootleg it. Okay, so this is my mic, guys. I got my pencil. Okay, I'm gonna sing a little bit of Silent Night by the Temptations, and I don't know all the words. I'm just gonna sing the part that I remember. Okay, so okay, here we go. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. And then I want to say, Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas to all of you. And then at the end, it'd be like, Merry Christmas from the Temptations. Look, okay, Merry Christmas, joyful ones. Have a beautiful holiday. If I might record again and post it before Christmas, but if I don't, I'll see you later. Be careful. Enjoy your loved ones, your friends, your family, your friends, your pets, your whoever, whatever you love. Enjoy it, and God bless you. Be safe, and please practice your social distancing and just use these different apps. Look at me still talking on my fake mic. Okay, I'm just go with it. Okay, so yeah, practice your social distancing and use these apps that they have out here that are awesome to talk to family members. Use your FaceTime if you got a Apple phone, and just have a wonderful holiday season. And bye bye. Love you guys.